All right, the John Tyler football spring game is in progress as we speak, and more on what's happened so far out at the John Tyler practice facilities. Jeff Schaffer rejoins us from there live. And Jeff, you talked about some of the great players they had last year. Who's going to be the next star for Cujo?
Yeah, Eric, the John Tyler spring game continues to roll right along. We're actually into the live scrimmage portion, so really getting a good look at how some of these players are going to handle a game-type situation potentially next season. Now, I'm joined by a man who knows quite a bit about the John Tyler football program, Travis Yoesting, from our news partners over at etfinalscore.com and the Tyler Morning Telegraph. Travis, we talk a lot at this time of year about the guys a team has to replace, and two guys that come to mind, running back Jeremy Wilson, quarterback Gio McAllister from last year's John Tyler team. But we've already seen today a couple guys who may be filling those shoes, haven't we?
Definitely. You look at quarterback, and Bryson Smith's the obvious answer. You know, he was a great receiver last year for them, and he's looking like he's going to slot right in. He's a little bit more like Greg Ward than Giovanni McAllister, not to put too big of expectations on him. But, you know, he's quick. He had a long touchdown run in the earlier session, and, you know, he looks like he's going to be a guy to watch.
And some guys stepping into new roles, but this team has some important returners as well, some of the receivers and some guys on defense as well that are coming back with a good experience.
Definitely, and Pierre Leonard's first one that comes to mind. He had 4 sacks in the first few plays that he was on the field for earlier. So he's obviously a guy that's going to make an impact and I think be a leader for the team.
And you've seen this team a lot. How do you see this team? I know it's just spring ball at this point, but I mean, how do you see this particular John Tyler team maybe as a unique one as opposed to some of the ones we've seen the last few years?
You know, I think the fact that they've got their 2 defensive linemen, central defensive linemen, Pierre Leonard and Braylon Jones back, that's really going to set the tone for their defense. And I think, you know, that with some of the new guys coming up, I think they've got a good chance to make a run.
All right, well, Travis, thank you so much. We'll have a little more on the John Tyler spring game tonight, and I always appreciate your time. He knows John Tyler football better than anybody else I know, maybe except for Coach Holmes, who we'll try to catch up with tonight after the game. But it's been fun, and we'll have a little more football, and then we'll have more tonight at 10, Eric.
Yeah, and I just want to mention to everybody, Jeff, your little piece on Skylar wages. It is on etfinalscore.com. A great story there on that young lady. Go there to check it out there. All right, Jeff, we'll see you back here later on at 10 p.m.